If history has taught us anything, it's that the world is full of surprises. If history has taught us anything, it's that the world is full of surprises. If history has taught us anything, it's that the world is full of surprises. Some things are predictable. Fast food never looks like the pictures. Toast always lands butter side down, and irony follows names like Tiny. But one certainty stands above all: death. However, even that isn't always as straightforward as it seems. In an unusual twist, there have been cases from Zimbabwe to China where mourners at funerals have been struck by lightning, turning one loss into many. But even that pales in comparison to a funeral that reportedly led to the deaths of 2,000 attendees, not by nature's hand, but by the instructions of the deceased himself. This wasn't just anyone, it was Genghis Khan, the legendary ruler of the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan was determined to keep his burial site a secret. According to legend, those who attended his funeral were executed to ensure no one would reveal the location. The soldiers carrying out these orders were then also killed, ensuring absolute secrecy. Given that Genghis Khan is believed to have been responsible for the deaths of around 40 million people during his conquests, this was, by his standards, a minor event. Born in 1162 as Temujin, he endured a challenging childhood. His father, a tribal leader, was poisoned when Temujin was just 9. Cast out by his tribe, he and his family survived in the harsh Mongolian wilderness. As a teenager, he was captured and enslaved but managed to escape. Over time, he united the Mongol tribes and, by 1206, was declared Genghis Khan, universal ruler. His empire expanded across Eurasia, covering what is now Russia, China, Hungary, Poland, Korea, and parts of the Middle East. Yet, despite his vast influence, his final resting place remains unknown. Mongolian custom favored secret burials, and his was no exception. Genghis Khan died in 1227 during a campaign against the Western Shah Kingdom, but the exact cause remains uncertain. Some say he was injured in battle or fell from his horse, while others suggest he was assassinated by a captive princess. Regardless, his army transported his body back to Mongolia under a shroud of secrecy. Stories suggest that to maintain the secret, anyone who saw the funeral procession was executed. After burial, 1,000 horses trampled the land to erase any traces, and some accounts even claim a river was diverted over the site. Given that Genghis Khan had previously used this tactic to flood enemy cities, it's not entirely implausible. Despite his legendary status in Mongolia, his face appearing on currency and monuments, his final resting place remains elusive. Many believe he is buried in Khenti province near his birthplace. The area, declared sacred during his lifetime, was later sealed off, making excavation impossible. Some even believe his grave carries a curse, deterring locals from searching. Over the years, numerous expeditions have attempted to locate his tomb. From ancient texts to modern satellite imagery, efforts have been extensive but largely unsuccessful. In 2004, archaeologists uncovered what they believed to be his palace, raising hopes that his grave might be nearby. However, Mongolia's vast, remote terrain makes any definitive discovery challenging. If Genghis Khan's tomb is ever found, it would be one of the most significant archaeological discoveries in history. Until then, his final resting place remains one of the world's greatest